Welcome back. Well, usually when we talk about interest rates, it's not a good thing, but our next guest is here with some really good news about your financial future.
That's right. Loan officer with the Lance Dixon team at Nova Home Loans, Brogan Kemmerly, is joining us now this morning to talk about purchasing power. So great to have you here.
Thanks for having me. It's a pleasure.
So the rates are really, really low. So why are they low, and what's causing them to be so low?
Fair question. I think that typically when you see low rates and interest rate cuts, it's backed by, and you're in a economic position of a downturn, right? Mm-hmm. That's currently obviously not the case, as a lot of people would actually argue the opposite, as unemployment has been the lowest since it's been in the 60s, and home values and home sales are definitely holding strong. That said, there's a couple different things that I think factor into our current low rate interest rate environment. On a more small scale, I think that there has been, and you've seen, a slowdown in employment numbers and job growth from quarter one to quarter two of 2019. So I think that plays a tiny role in it. I think that when you look around, other foreign economies aren't always or aren't in the same strong economic position that we're in. So obviously that could have a smaller, or that could have an effect on our economy here at home. Probably most importantly, I think that really, you see rate cuts currently in the low rates that we're in because of the trade war that we're in with China. Mm-hmm. I think that the Federal Reserve's really thought path is to insulate and protect the U.S. economy by potential turmoil by keeping our rates low. Mm-hmm. So that's, I think, the overall picture of in what the Federal Reserve is looking to do on more of a day-to-day investor outlook. I think that a lot of investors are potentially not getting spooked. I don't know if that's the right word, but due to the progress or lack thereof progress between U.S. and China coming to an actual agreement and a trade deal, I think that investors are looking to put and park their money in a safer place, right? So you're seeing money flow out of the stock market and into the bond market, obviously keeping bond prices high, resulting in low interest rates.
Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of factors, obviously, that weigh into this. Of course, the trade wars, as you mentioned, and the different numbers there. But let's translate it for an everyday person, what that means for them in this economy. How are they going to benefit from these low rates? Purchasing power, of course, is one. Purchasing
power is huge. Obviously, I think that from year over year, this time last year, we're almost a full point lower in interest rate. So that results in a significantly lower monthly payment for people. I think that factors into, in terms of refinances, there's a lot of opportunities there. Obviously, their monthly payment's going to be lower if they have a lower interest rate, but we've been doing a lot of refinances. A lot of people like the house that they live in. A lot of people like the house that they've been building equity in for 5 or 6 years, but mama wants a new kitchen. So they're taking money out of their house to go ahead and improve their property values and fixing things up like that. We've been doing a good amount of debt consolidation refinances, so really saving a ton of money for people on a monthly basis, consolidating their credit cards and other debts that they're paying 18, 19, 20% on.
Outrageous rates these days.
Exactly, down to their mortgage rate of 3.5%. Right?
And you bring so much knowledge to the table, especially when you have an entire team. So tell us what people can expect when they come and see the Lance Dixon team.
Yeah. Well, our team, we've been obviously headed by Lance, an equity partner in our company for the past 20 years. I think the Lance Dixon team's been around. Nova in general, we've been obviously funded and headquartered in Tucson, I believe 40 years ago. But everything happens throughout the process in-house. So underwriting, my underwriters 2 offices down, processors just across the hall. So you're not starting the process with me and then different parts of your loan getting shipped off to different parts of the U.S. or even overseas potentially. So personalized service, following through on our word, closing early is our biggest thing. That's, I think, the biggest way to grow your business is doing what you say and in delivering an easy and simple transaction for the buyer.
Well, crunching all those numbers is so complicated as it is. People want to have a cohesive experience. They want to feel taken care of. And of course, if you help them from beginning to end, it's just going to make them that much more confident about something that's going to be a really big life decision, a really positive life decision, right? And so it's wonderful what you guys do there, and the name is well known. So let's get people to call you and start their financial future.
Love the opportunity to compete for their business. That's what it's all about.
That's right. Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
The Lance Dixon team has a special offer. They'll contribute $500 to the first 10 buyers who mentioned the morning blend. If you want more information on the team, visit lancedixon.com or call 520-750-8888.